Hello, welcome back to part 2 of episode 37 of NoHoldBarredPod. That's still Sal.
Hello again.
And I'm still Dom. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a enjoyable listening to part 1 of PMQs and Trump. And that was kind of mainly all we talked about in part 1, wasn't it?
When he says enjoyed, he means it in inverted commas.
Yeah, in a kind of masochistic kind of
Suffering
weird
with
way.
us.
Yes, exactly. I think we decided we'll kick off this part with the weekly reform roundup, because it's. I said to you before. Yeah, I said to you before the record. I thought before I started making notes this morning, I thought they'd been a bit quiet. Then I realised actually when I was reading about it, they haven't annoyingly been quiet at all. So let's talk about a couple of things. Nope, cat noise.
Sorry.
It's all right. Friend of the pod. So, yeah. So no, the first thing I wrote down was about Farage having
a. Eat me, it's fine. Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, if anyone's not watching, have a look on YouTube for a cute cat trying to eat Sal.
Mini panther.
Yeah, definitely looks like that. So yeah, we had PMQs yesterday, and Nigel Farage, if anyone remembers, about 4 weeks ago, had a bit of a performative tantrum and decided he was hissy fit. That's what I wrote, and I think he's decided he was going to boycott PMQs and sit in the gallery, which he did
for 6 days.
Yeah,
he didn't sit there for 6 days, obviously, because
yeah, no, he's got money to make. No,
but he was back at the next PMQs.
He was. He sat with Aaron Banks for one session and then turned up again. But this week he performatively announced on Twitter that he's not attending PMQs again because it was, in his words, rigged by Labour, which is just such bullshit.
He's such an attention-seeking prick. Oh,
Exactly. And I saw, basically his point was that he didn't get to answer, Reform weren't getting to answer a question. But it's just this constant thing they have of, microphone.
Don't play silly buggers with me, kid. Not now. Not a week before Christmas. Now he's attacking the Christmas tree behind me, so this is going really well. I'm just ignoring him, pretending he's not there. Yeah. It's fine.
Yes.
For any listeners, it's not a real Christmas tree. It's a one with dead batteries in it that doesn't dance and sing anymore because it's intensely irritating.
Yeah.
God,
I've got a couple of those somewhere in a cupboard. Yeah, so Farage, so he was getting in a huff, basically, because he wasn't picked for a question in PMQs. And as Mikey Smith from The Mirror pointed out, that each party gets allocated a certain amount of questions throughout the session of the Parliament and the term, depending on the size of the party. And Farage just constantly thinks he's a party of opposition and not that he's only got 5 MPs. So Mikey Smith said that actually they've been allocated the exact correct amount for their size of party. So he's just, as you said, performatively having a tantrum to get attention on himself because he can't get a question, so he has to make it about himself like he fucking massive toddler that he really is. So he did that, and he didn't turn up to PMQs. Everyone was like, oh, I wonder where he is. Oh, who cares? Then
really?
Today...
it's nice in here today.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet today. Farage in his blue suit didn't turn up. Have you noticed he always wears that blue suit in PMQs every single time he's there? It's just because it's bright and it stands out. It's like, look at me.
No, surprised he hasn't got a turquoise one.
Yeah, a reform-coloured one. So today there was questions in the House for the Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. And the way these things work is MPs submit questions that they'd like to ask the Secretary of State when they stand up, and then it gets drawn out of a hat, so it's luck of the draw. MP Rupert Hook put out a post earlier saying, and with the order paper of the questions, and number 6 was Nigel Farage, had been drawn out of the hat. He got a question to ask the Secretary of State. Did he turn up, though? Did he fuck? Didn't turn up. So he's now he's moaning yesterday about PMQs and how he didn't get a question. Then he submitted a question for today's session, got picked, as it's luck of the draw, wasn't there, couldn't be asked to show up. They only ever want to be there when the cameras are on them, when Sky News is there.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's the only time they want to be seen in the House of Commons, in Parliament, is when the big, showpiece event of PMQs every week. They don't care about any other sessions because, there's very little MPs turn up because it's only important to some people.
Yeah.
But yeah, he submitted a question and then didn't show up when he got picked. It's fucking just
So next time he sees them farmers.
Yes, it was a question
at
about farmers.
IHT protest.
Yeah, let me tell you. I'll tell you exactly.
Oh, have you told no farmers, no food? You told them you did that?
Oh, yeah, I've seen quite a few of those recently. Where's the question? Oh, here it is. So Nigel Farage's question was going to be, what steps is she taking to support farmers? There you go. That was his question that he got picked to ask the Secretary of State.
Sounds convoluted, that, doesn't it? What's your favourite colour?
Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? I know. But he couldn't even be asked to turn up and ask that stupid, ridiculous, simple question that he put out. So,
what a wasted opportunity, though.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, it would be if anything worked the way it's supposed to. But
that's the point. It's like, other MPs submitted questions. He just got luckily drawn out of the hat. So someone didn't get a question, didn't get their turn to ask an actual question in the House of Commons, their job, because Nigel Farage couldn't be asked to turn up to work again. It's not, I mean, it's quite funny, but it's also really, it's detrimental to our kind of government system. He's the one that's said, we're going to reform the government. We're going to make it all about the people, blah, blah, blah. But if you can't be asked to turn up and do your fucking job, then what hope is anyone else going to have in your party? So, yeah. I heard he was going to Australia to watch some cricket.
For good.
Heard, fingers crossed. You heard that he'd gone to Mar-a-Lago maybe for Christmas.
Yeah, it must have just been a rumour on Twitter. I can't find any foundation to it.
I mean, what we know
he
for
was
certain
there this time last year, which might be what somebody might have seen something that was actually a year old.
Could be.
Then said, "Oh, he's in Mar-a-Lago," and yeah.
Well, we know where he won't be, don't we?
Clacton, yes.
Exactly. Certainly will not be in Clacton-upon-Sea. So yeah.
How have they not called a recall for him?
I don't know. It just doesn't do anything he's supposed to do.
There must be people in Clacton that are capable like we are who could go, right, he's taking the piss now.
Yeah, you'd think.
Let's get him out.
But it's like, his constituency is quite poor. It's quite, a lot of it's quite poverty stricken. So, like, I think it's Jaywick, part of his constituency is like, I think the most or the highest rate of poverty, I think, in the country. Yeah. I don't know. I just think nothing happened for them before he was an MP for them, and nothing's happening now he's an MP. So they're just it's status quo, I don't know who was their MP previously. I can find out, but
we could go down to Fox Pop.
Or we could go to Clacton.
I mean, hypothetically, it's a long way, especially from me.
It's quite a long way.
I'd probably have to fly or something.
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying. MPs are so. Who was their MP before?
Tory.
Giles Watling, the Conservative. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do remember him now. Yeah, he was there before. So it's really, I don't know. He just doesn't do any work. He's just never there. Someone said to me on Twitter, it's like, how can he get away with it? I was like, I don't know. I'm surprised he's not been hauled up in front of some sort of, parliamentary standards committee to say, you're not doing your job. We're paying you an awful lot of money to literally turn up once a week, but only if Sky News are there. It's a really shocking state of affairs. But what can you expect from him rather? So other reform news, 2 press conferences this week, not 3. First one was Danny Kruger.
Right.
Sorry?
I think we're going to talk about it in a bit, but when it comes to reform and religion, I'm just...
Yeah, well, this is what I was just about to mention. So, they've brought in him to be Danny Kruger officially to be their sort of head of the civil service, and he's going to rewire the entire civil service kind of machine and save £5 billion. And it basically, we've talked about it before. I have, that it's because they've done this press conference. I think that's the third time they've done this one now. They're going to save £5 billion by laying off 10,000 or 20,000 employees, but they haven't factored in obviously like redundancy payments, pension payments that they're going to have to pay, and also go on.
Who's going to process those visas when those workers aren't there to do it anymore? Exactly. You fucking imbeciles!
It isn't going to work.
They haven't got enough staff now, and they are actually, getting through it because the Tories put a freeze on processing them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did completely.
To let it build up deliberately to manufacture it, forgetting or not even giving a shit that there's humans at the bottom of that process suffering and struggling. I just...
Yeah.
They're psychopaths, man. We need a whole proletariat world order.
Yeah, that would be nice. So...
It's got to be end-stage capitalism, hasn't it? It's got to be.
Maybe. But the main thing of interest, because there's not really much of interest about Danny Kruger apart from his supposed religion, is that he is a very devout evangelical Christian. He's written a book called Covenant. And in his book called Covenant, I'll just read a little segment from it. He said, the most damaging effects of... the ideas are felt... the most damaging ideas within the family are felt with atomization, pornography, note that word, and the desacralizing of sex, as well as the pressing financial needs and the cost of living. So this he wrote in his book Covenant, which is all about being Jesus and stuff. He got asked at the press conference about Bonnie Blue endorsing the Reform family, I was about to say, the Reform Party. And he said, he said, we'll take votes wherever we can get them. We want all the support we can get. I quite like Bonnie Blue.
Hypocrisy isn't a thing for these cunts.
No.
And if he was a genuine Christian, it would be.
Yes, exactly. That's what I wrote. This book he wrote in 2023, and he's well known for this evangelical Christian kind of faith he apparently has. But he's just sold it out. He's the man of God has become a man of lies. It's just all about the cash. He's gone to reform for money. It's going to be
exactly the same when they come onto the pro-choice thing.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, so he's just...
Who do they think they are? This is exactly what should disqualify them from any office anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Hard agree. But he's just sold his beliefs for money. So for the Farage coin, he's just gone, oh yeah, I love porn stars, me.
I go back to part one.
Yeah.
You get money for negativity, you get nothing for positivity.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's wrong.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. And I just want to say, I've got nothing against what Bonnie Blue does. That's her choice, and she's fucking good at it. Obviously, she makes a lot of money. Up to her. But you can't go...
happens that on a personal level, she's an arsehole.
Oh, she's horrible. Yeah.
I am now down with that. I did the research, and yes, she is. And
yeah,
she's awful.
Yeah, she is.
She's thick as shit.
Yeah, that's the problem. She went on LBC and Tom Swarbrick interviewed her. I've never seen Tom Swarbrick look so smarmy in an interview. He was all like, oh, yeah. And she basically was just asking her about her politics. She's like, I don't really know. I don't have any politics. I don't know what any of it means, but I like Nigel Farage. Oh, fucking great. Well done.
That sounds very similar to Liam Tufts at the Tommy Christmas Carol nonsense, saying that, I'm not religious, me, but I'm backing Christianity in it. I beg your pardon.
Exactly. You've got no brains. You can't think for yourself.
But I think the trouble is that these people are so dense that their genuine measure of the peak of life is wealth. And they can't comprehend anybody thinking differently to them because they don't have the ability to have an open mind. So for us to look at them and go, oh my God, what are you doing? They're just like, oh, winning. Because, everyone else thinks you're a cunt, but okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's not the height of intelligence and winning, and one day
No.
you're going to fall on your arse, and you might still be falling on top of millions of pounds, but your soul will fall on its arse, and you won't be happy.
No.
And that's not,
I
and
know.
I'm not talking about because of the sex work she does. I mean the mindset of the people who just want to be rich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Money alone does not buy you happiness.
It certainly doesn't, and it just doesn't at all. You know, look at fucking Andrew Tate and his millions and millions of pounds, and he's the most angry, upset, fucking...
Happy people don't go around causing misery for other people.
No,
that's just a
exactly.
fact.
No,
unless they're psychopaths.
No, happy people exude
No, because there are
happiness
psychopaths who
and
do it. We see them every day.
But genuinely happy people exude happiness, and it kind of infects everyone else around them, and they bring people together that are happy.
Yeah.
Without money, without the need for buying fucking friends.
I mean, we all still need to be able to live.
Case.
There is a difference.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But, you know, how much is enough?
No, I know. Yeah.
For some people, there is no figure.
No, there isn't. But Danny Kruger's just proved that his morals were for sale this week. He's basically sold out his Christian beliefs to support Bonnie Blue.
After 14 years killing people for the Tory party? I don't believe it.
I know.
I absolutely believe it.
Yes. So, yeah, I know. Oh, God. So the second, I'm going to move on to the next press conference because it was Richard Tice. Now, I'm going to link to this article down below in the show notes. So please, I would want everyone to read it. Because if you're not aware of John Crace in The Guardian, he's one of the funniest, most acerbic, lethal journalists, political journalists around. And he has a turn of phrase that is so funny. And Tice's press conference basically about SEND again, but he was trying to backtrack on previous kind of comments when he made the remarks about seeing kids with headphones. So he kind of tried to, it was like a bit of a apology sort of press conference. But the title of the article is Penitent Tice Tussles with the Unbearable Lightness of His Being. It's just a work of genius, this, honestly. And I'm going to link to it.
That's hilarious.
It starts with the sentence, "Call it a Christmas miracle, for this was the day when Richard Tice sent in his application to become a fully paid up member of Woke." Basically, unable to escape his unbearable lightness of being. When he looks in the mirror, even he has to agree there is less than meets the eye. John Crace is just brilliant when he's on form.
Brilliant.
And it's just a big, long article, and it took him to pieces. And I'm not even going to go into the press conference because it was bullshit. But it's worth it just for what came out of it. And I'm going to link to John Crace's article. And I really recommend everyone to go and read it from start to finish and read it again because it's really, really funny.
Oh, I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. So what else have we got? Oh, 2 more things on reform this week. Firstly, they can't sell their black shirts. They've been hawking their black shirts for weeks and they can't get rid of them. Like Farage put out a pleading video yesterday saying, "This is the last day you get it. If you get it, order it today. It'll be there before Christmas. If you wait till tomorrow, it won't come." Someone pointed out to me, is like they're obviously not using a courier company because they're so fucking cheap, and they're just using second class post. But because we're like a week out from Christmas, but they can't sell them. They've still, the only people I've seen online wearing those shirts, or not even wearing them, just holding them up, are reform councillors, reform MPs, and that's it. They've just given them away.
So 2 things. Either they're massively lying bastards and they printed way more than 1,000. They're just trying to get as many sold as possible. Or there aren't half as many as we thought there are.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just very expensive, though.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have said that word.
You can say it.
Can you?
I don't know. I think we can say it, but just not very much. Like, as long as it doesn't become a
Well, to be honest, in my head I was saying Nat,
I can beep it
small
out.
C.
I can just put a beep over the top of it if you want. But yeah, no, but it's true though.
Fascists,
I didn't really.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, say fascist. I didn't really consider the first option actually, that they'd printed more than 1,000. That might be.
Well, they didn't number them, did they? Because I picked that up when we were talking about it a while back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because that's what you're supposed to do with limited edition. They come with like
little
certificates and proof of what number you are, and they didn't.
Provenance.
Even though they're selling it for what, about £3,000 or something.
£350. Well, 349 plus a mandatory lottery entry. But yeah, it's quite heartening either way to see that they can't flog them. So whatever way you look at it, it's quite a nice little Christmas present that Farage can't shift his black shirts.
Nobody wants to meet him.
No, yeah, exactly. No.
Oh, sorry, be in the same room as him at their own expense.
Yeah, that's it. So the last thing I've got about reform this week is Lee Anderson, and it kind of proves why he's not really let out in public very much, because he put a letter out this week, a cross-party letter, and I'm just going to see who signed it. Various MPs for the sort of Midlands, Nottinghamshire region where he's an MP.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not Nottinghamshire County Council, and he basically added his name to a cross-party letter slamming Nottinghamshire County Council over the quality of their road fixing. He's been highly critical of the reform-led council.
Funny that. It's almost like they're all incompetent.
I know.
You knob.
It's just, this is why they don't let him out much, because he doesn't even know what he's doing. So he's like written this MP cross-party letter about the county council that he's part of. His party run.
You don't reckon he's got itchy feet again, do you?
Ready for a jump again.
I don't know where the fuck to.
Well,
I don't think anyone
would have him next. The Lib
Dems. He'd have to be an indie. No, he'd have to go indie.
Yeah, the Lib Dems and the Greens.
Lib Dems wouldn't have him.
No, the Greens with a barge pole.
No. Oh,
go on. Well, that's my reform roundup finished. So,
can you? Sorry, just for my benefit, because I got so upset last week. When I say upset, fuming that Reform were being allowed to hold a political-based carol concert in an actual church. That I emailed the priest.
You did
politely and accidentally. And inadvertently, with a bit of help from Copilot, because I didn't know I was typing it in the wrong box. And then I pressed go, and then it produced something even better, and I was like,
this is good.
I like this, but I don't like that. I like this. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I emailed him and just said, you're letting a load of charlatans in your church to use you for political gain. What are you playing at? When are the church going to fight back against this kind of thing? And he replied...
He did.
So I had to send it to you, because I just can't deal with, unless he was going to say, "Oh, thanks for letting me know. Fuck them, they're binned. I'm not interested." And I can't. It makes me so angry, because and I knew he wouldn't, but I had to just register my displeasure.
I'll read a couple of bits from the reply from Father Henry from St Michael's. It's, where did you say? It's quite near Fleet Street, did you say, or St Paul's area?
It's Leather Lane way around, not Borough Market, Spitalfields way.
Yeah, sort of east-ish of London. Yeah, yeah. So, dear Sally, thanks for taking time to get in touch to express your concerns. Whilst I can't even begin to imagine how challenging life must have been for you over the years, I can at least assure you...
I didn't ask you to. It wasn't about that. And I never even...
No.
I don't even know... Did I even refer to that?
Yeah, because he talks about it further on as well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not interested. Talk about the reform bit. It's not about me. It's about what he's allowing his church to do under the banner of Christianity with these miscreants.
Yeah, he said, after serious thought and consultation with others, I agreed to host the carol service for the Christian Fellowship within Reform, their new fake Christian wing of propaganda. Blah, 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 Jesus, blah, 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 Christ, Christians, traditions. Yeah. If I was approached by the Green Party, assuming I was invited to preach. I would feel equally compelled to welcome them in, even though I wouldn't personally advocate for many of their positions, he says. It doesn't elucidate on what those positions
The
are.
Green Party aren't secular to the best of my knowledge.
No. Yes, I don't know.
See?
Give up a bar. Given the language you have used to describe those involved in reform, he says, you may find this hard to believe, but I do know a number of men and women involved in the party who will, I'm sure, be similarly concerned about proposed changes for PIP claimants, he said again. Blah, blah, blah. Prayer, boldness, wisdom.
What did I say about PIP? I don't even remember mentioning it.
Let's see what your email says. No, I don't think... Did you mention PIP? It doesn't look like you did. No. You did talk about your life as a disabled person and Tory austerity. Oh, no. No, you didn't mention PIP once in yours. That's weird, isn't it?
Yes. Very weird.
That's strange. I didn't click onto that because that's... Yeah.
Maybe he's also used a bit of ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's weird, PIP claimants. Or he's done some searching on your profile and found some, that you talk about it and stuff.
Not what I'm asking about. It's got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's really weird.
Huh.
Yeah, you literally put one sentence where you said, my life as a disabled person has been shaped by the harsh realities of Tory austerity, which has led to the tragic loss over well over 1 million lives. That's it. That's all you put about it. And he's mentioned it twice in his reply. And he's welcoming
those people who've enabled that into his fucking church. Yeah. That was my point. Danny Kruger was there.
It was. Yeah, of course. Then he goes on.
Fine because why? Sorry.
He says his prayer is that it will be given much boldness and wisdom as they seek to have an influence for good on the party. This is the Christian fellowship he's talking about. Don't throw your pen. Whilst it's highly unlikely I would ever be willing to become a member of Reform. He doesn't say that he's ruled it out.
Didn't ask you again. Not the point.
While it's highly unlikely I would ever be willing to become a member of Reform, I will happily take any opportunity I'm given to encourage Christians seeking to be an influence on those who shape policy, regardless of which party they belong to. Warmest best wishes, Henry.
It's ChatGPT bollocks. That's what it is.
It does sound a bit like that, doesn't it, when you think about it? And the fact that you mentioned PIP twice and how disability claims, yeah, that's weird, isn't it? That is an odd one to extrapolate from your one kind of sentence about
totally
Tory
avoiding
austerity.
Any point that I've made.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. I mean, I know people
Father
are fallible,
Henry,
but fuck me. This is why being a priest should be illegal. It's not normal for people to not have sex their whole lives, but it's not. It makes them a bit odd.
A bit weird, yeah.
And it can't help, can it? It can't help anything. Certainly doesn't help choir boys. Just saying.
Yeah.
Twat.
Yeah,
but this is why, you see, I think I'm annoyed because I live my life as a Christian. I just don't believe in God or any of that nonsense. I just think being a good, positive person is the way humanity can move forward healthily and happily.
Yeah.
Which is why I find the hypocrisy so insulting.
Yeah. I know. So, yeah, that was Sal's letter to St. Michael's Church in East London, who held the Reformed Christian Fellowship propaganda exercise last week. Yeah, let's move away from Reform. That's enough for them for now. Let's go on to
the upside.
Experiment.
In a minute.
Go on. Oh, okay.
When I went and see my hair wizard before, there was a lady who came in, sat in the chair next to me, and she started. I tried not to listen, but she said, I did. But she started talking about, well, I mean, we've got these immigrants, haven't we? And these poor girls getting raped on the streets. And it's ever so frightening. And I couldn't help it. I just went, that's exactly what they want you to feel like. Frightened because it's not true. And I didn't lecture or anything, but I just went, can I just show you something on my phone? And I showed her that screenshot I read out of Russ Jackson's last week. About the Britons think this, but really it's this, with all the statistics. And she read it and she went, that Nigel Farage. I said, yeah, he's awful, isn't he? And she
Did
went,
she?
oh, she said, that's all this is exactly what my husband tells me. I went, well, your husband's right.
Yeah. Listen to
Don't
it.
vote reform.
This is it.
But this is, people are genuinely frightened, and it's irrational, but they don't know it's irrational because they believe the press. Because you're supposed to be able to trust legacy journalists, but you can't.
We've proved time and time again that you definitely cannot.
And as a result of such,
yes, nice.
We've got propaganda coming out of our arseholes on a daily basis.
Get my live fact checking head on.
Oh, great.
No, go on.
No, I'm joking. No, it's easier than apologising next week, isn't it? So, yeah. So, somebody I know on Facebook, who I often have chats about politics with, he's sort of more centrist, undecided, not really sure what's going on because there's so much news to take in and it's all conflicted and people are confused, and that's the whole point of it, to confuse people so they don't know how to vote.
Absolutely. And
he sent me a screenshot of a document that he got off his first red flag Telegram.
Yeah, bing.
And then the second red flag was the title of it, EU Doomed and Why Britain Follows. And I went, okay. I tell you what I'm going to do, Ad. I will take this and I will work through it and debunk it on the pod next week.
Yeah.
So.
Good plan.
I haven't checked it with Don because I ran out of time. So we're all, I've done the best research I could in the time I had. And if you've got anything to add, obviously.
Yeah.
So
go for it.
I scanned this and read it and thought, that sounds like it might be Russian to me. Don't think it is.
No.
But see what you think as it goes on. I think it's somebody else.
Okay.
So the document begins, Europe is collapsing. It can no longer compete in many areas such as industrialisation, research and social development. The charge, patents. In 2000, the EU held 27% of global patents. Now it's in 4th place. China files more than the US and EU combined. The facts. 3.7 million patents were filed globally in 2024. A 5% increase from 2023. Tech innovation is the catalyst for year-on-year growth with no signs of slowing down. The leading countries are all long known for their tech speciality. Furthermore, an app, a program, or a mechanical invention can contain many patents within one product, and not all of them may be accepted to be patented. True. About 3% of all patents registered go on to become viable, profitable inventions.
Yeah.
So take your figures and shove them up your ass.
Irrelevant, basically.
Their charge, innovation. 0 EU-founded companies in the last 50 years have reached $1 billion plus valuation. The US created $6 trillion companies. So I discovered while doing the research, this document is using 2023 figures.
Yeah.
I've used 2024's. To clap back, it doesn't make any material difference to the bollocks being spewed anyway. There are now $12 trillion companies, all bar 2 are American, which really should be the first red flag. Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Broadcom, Meta Platforms, Tesla, Eli Lilly and Berkshire Hathaway. These mega corporations have been fashioned by psychotic capitalists, largely in the tech sector. Their company valuation is incredibly volatile, and their primary purpose is to enrich their own boards and shareholders. See also Trump's idea of valuation. It doesn't always chime with reality, and it never chimes with the right thing to do. Just go and look at the American economy right now, is what I'd say to that.
Absolutely fair.
It's a bubble.
Yeah, definitely is.
It's not real, is it? Their charge, research and development spend. EU spends 2.2% of GDP on R&D, US 3.5%, and South Korea, for some reason, 5%. This is misleading. Government research and development spend is low because it's generally the remit of business. Indeed, in 2024, the EU business enterprise sector spent €403.1 billion, 66.5% of EU GDP on R&D.
Okay.
The charge: the EU is regulating and taxing itself into oblivion. Bonkers green rules. As Ineos founder Jim Ratcliffe states,
yeah.
Punishing industry for going green while imposing unilateral CO2 taxes has backfired. Result: industry flees to China, global CO2 emissions increase, and Europe loses jobs. My response: unfettered capitalism has been responsible for a rise in psychopathic behaviours. Some people, such as aforementioned Ratcliffe, are captured in a mindset of unquenchable greed. They care nothing for the planet or the people left after their nearing demise.
Mm-hmm.
Only of self-enrichment and the power it brings. Never has anyone ever attacked the obscene profiteering. Money is a man-made concept. It is not oxygen, water, or nutrition. It is a tool that has long been weaponized in the wrong way. That's why we have a vastly increasing wealth gap. Currently, 0.001% own more wealth than 50% of the entire global population. Guess which group Ratcliffe belongs to? All whilst human beings face climate disasters that will never affect million and billionaires.
Mm-hmm. This is Jim Ratcliffe, who moved to all his processing and business to France because of Brexit. And this
in an
is
act
also
of treachery.
Jim Ratcliffe, who's been put in a £120 million investment to Grangemouth to save the 500 jobs this week. So the government are now in hock to Jim Ratcliffe as well. Just thought I'd just put that in.
I pretty much nailed this, haven't I?
Yeah.
Regulatory, second charge, regulatory tsunami, Digital Services Act, AI Act, Data Act, ESG directives, over 100 laws in tech alone. The message to founders: if I want to build an AI company today, that's not Europe.
This is American, right? This is coming from America, it sounds like.
We can discuss that at the end, because
Yeah,
there's another red flag coming up.
Is that okay? Fine, sorry.
Yeah. My response to that: human beings need rules and regulations. All the very worst people grew up without them, and now, as fully grown adults, embody the mindset of a 12-year-old who's never heard the word no. We need regulation.
Trump.
The last 15 years of UK regulatory bodies, being staffed by former industry stooges, have seen nothing but profits for industry shareholders, whilst our waterways, screens and newspapers are drowning almost exclusively in shit.
Mm-hmm.
These things have very real-world consequences. Just ask the 2000 poisoned Cornish people, scandal victims, Remain voters. The list goes on.
Yes.
Charge number 3.
Uh-huh.
Ineos industry insider Tom Crotty puts it bluntly: a huge proportion of our energy costs are self-inflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Ineos is a significant player in the oil and gas market. They bought BP in 1989. They post year-on-year record profits.
Mm-hmm.
They've been the only company mentioned in this propaganda. Interesting. Not affecting them so much. And when they say "our," they mean yours. Certainly not theirs.
Okay.
The last bit. Right, their last charge, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sort of. Britain on the edge of Maelstrom, sorry.
Maelstrom, yeah.
Brexit didn't create a firewall. Under 50% of UK goods trade... Oh, is that over? I don't know which the arrow pointing right is. Is it greater than or less than? I can't remember.
Greater than.
Okay, more than 50...
Yeah, greater than.
More than 50% of UK goods traders with the EU. As Europe declines, Britain gets pulled down. Labour's potential realignment risks reopening every Brexit wound without solving the core issue. Europe itself is failing.
Okay.
Europe is not failing. It is recovering successfully from a global pandemic. Geographic location, much like human life, is an immovable fact. The failure occurs with the likes of Ratcliffe pushing for Brexit in the hope of deregulation and easier, higher-level profiteering. I'll bet he also wants to leave the ECHR. Not to pick on Ratcliffe, it could be a Dyson, a Fred the Shred, an Osborne, an Eccleston, et al. Pick any unquenchably greedy psychopath, speaking very literally. Their bottom line: Europe chose bureaucracy over dynamism, taxation over competition, and ideology over industry. They created their chaos themselves. My last response, there is no chaos.
Right.
How did I do?
Wow. Very good. Spot on.
Do we
I'd
agree?
say.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, I think so. Nothing at all to.
I had foils on my head while I was doing it, so it was a bit tricky.
Did you? What, to keep out the government raise? Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking of a tinfoil hat.
I get it now. Yeah, took me a bit.
I had a picture of a tinfoil hat. Anyway, yeah. So at first I thought that was American based, but now I think it's not. I think it's more far right, Farage reform based.
It sounds like Jim Ratcliffe wrote it. Let me.
It could well be. He was a hyper
screenshot it
Brexiteer,
to you.
wasn't he?
Can you link it so people can see it for themselves? Because
yeah, definitely will. Yeah, send it to me.
We're not the type of people who make up content. We don't need.
No, definitely not. Yeah, send it over. So yeah, Jim Ratcliffe's an odd one, isn't he? I mean, I'm
scum. He's absolute scum.
I hate the fact that he owns my football club as well, and that's really disappointing to me. I was really upset when he took over United. But yeah, oil magnate, makes all sorts of things in EOS. It makes like,
oh god, I mean they're massive.
They're one of the biggest companies in the world. Like oil, petrol. They make cars. They make hand sanitizer. Yeah, got it. They make all sorts. Because they're making the Ineos Grenadier, which is basically they've copied a Land Rover Defender and chucked it out for But yeah,
it's just such unbelievable treachery. Him and
that's
Dyson.
Who stepped in and saved the Grangemouth refinery this week is Ineos, is Ratcliffe. He's on to the government going, oh, hi, remember me? And he's like, right, I'd like to buy some of the oil that the government can't afford to help out with. I'll do it. He's got his fingers in absolutely everything, that man. So,
well, I bet he has.
He really has. Yeah, that's interesting. That is full on propaganda, though, isn't it? It's not nothing in that document or that sort of thing that you took to pieces so eloquently was truth. It was just a load of bollocks, effectively, wasn't it?
But people believe it because they think, the second I read something like that off, I mean, it doesn't really happen anymore, certainly not to that degree, but the very second I see an account on Twitter that I follow spreading bollocks, and they're obviously willfully doing it, they're blocked. I just don't. Because those people just don't deserve to breathe.
I know. It's just I keep writing about it on Twitter as well, the disinformation that's being spread online and through message groups like Telegram, places like that. Telegram's a breeding ground for the far right, as people may or may not know, but it really is. It's a kind of highly sort of encrypted kind of messaging platform where
it's only one up from 4chan, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's exactly it. It's where a lot of terrorist attacks have been communicated through that place. It's a nasty piece of work, Telegram. But it goes without saying, if you get a piece of information from Telegram, it's probably not true. It's certainly worth looking into for sure. No, that was good. Well done. I like it. Needs to be said. Hopefully you're...
I might turn it into a piece and put it on, what's it?
Yeah, Substack it. Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. Good Substack. It'd be really interesting. But I mean, hopefully people like your kind of your friend on Facebook might see or hear what you've just said and go, oh, okay.
I hope so.
That's fair. Yeah. We do try and provide a service to counter the bollocks that comes out of the right.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's not like doing anyone down. It's just I happen to have an awful lot of time on my hands and very limited ability to do much. But what I can do is learn stuff,
research and
put
learn,
it together, and then forecast it. So
yeah, that's really good. Awesome stuff. So, what else were we going to mention then after that?
I wanted to mention the hunger strike.
Oh yeah,
that have been going on this week, just because. You see, I struggle with this. Whilst I am entirely, oh God, just the illegality thing just occurred to me. Because
Oh,
during the hunger strikes that have been going on for many, many weeks now, Zara Sultana ended up spending about 15 hours at, my mind's gone blank.
HMP
Thingy prison.
Bronzefield?
Bronzefield, that was it. And it was a heavy metal.
God, amazing. I remembered that, yeah. Bronzefield,
Well done.
yeah.
Because there's a girl in there under hunger strike, and you know, I can't get out of my head all the people saying tell her to just eat. These people are without principle or passion or understanding of
how it works.
how righteous these good people are, and how they are standing up for what is right against just a terrible, terrible timeline in this country of just uniparty wannabe fascists. And the police, I watched a lot of the going live while they were outside Bronzefield. What they've done, 24 of them have been arrested for attacking Elbit Systems, who manufacture parts for
Israeli
drones and armaments in Israel that are directly helping to the Holocaust. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
We are aiding and abetting that, and as British people, they're not happy about it, and I'm fully behind them. Not fully with all their tactics, but, you know, I'm not out there doing it, so what they do is up to them. And they're political prisoners. Some of them have committed criminal damage. I don't think that's something we imprison people for anymore, is it?
No.
Except they're being made an example of. And because of this, they have different stipulations on the bail.
Yeah.
Right, then they're on remand for up to 2 years, and they'll probably just be let go at the end of 2 years because a lot of the cases don't hold water.
No, they don't. Yeah.
And it's an absolute human, what is it? It's a human rights violation.
Okay, yeah.
But they've been doing it for 10 years, as I keep mentioning on the pod. We've got, go and Google human rights violations in the UK, and you'll come lots of reports, and it might shock you. Because it's appalling what they're doing, and they're still doing it. And you're going to talk about it in a bit again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I? Oh, yes. I am.
I couldn't remember if we just talked about it or not.
No, I know, that's like I'm like as well. Yeah, so Bronzefield, Zara Sultana.
Yeah, that was it. Oh dear God.
That's so unusual, just so everyone knows that I have to like prompt you, because I'm normally the one that I'm like, all right, I'm sure I was going to talk about something, but I can never remember it. But yeah.
I love that you said that, because it feels the other way. But Bronzefield, yeah. So
Bronzefield, Zara Sultana.
There's a girl in there who's like not eaten for weeks and weeks and weeks, and she's very unwell. She's in a lot of pain now. As somebody who struggles to eat food, and I can go for days without eating anything solid, it is horribly painful.
Yeah, right.
And it's not something, I don't even know if it's something you can choose to do. I think maybe it's a psychological place where your body's just has enough of living in this world.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
maybe.
Sometimes, like I've talked about how sometimes I can't get my arms to work to pick up cutlery to eat, even though my brain wants to, because my body's just exhausted. And maybe they're in the same place. I don't know. Maybe it's just principle. Maybe they're just very strong people. But they're standing up for what's right. And this government, David Lammy, spent a week pretending he doesn't know anything about it, refusing to comment. A Justice Minister, Jeremy Corbyn, stood up the other day in the Commons and asked the Justice Minister if he would meet with the families and legal representatives of the prisoners. And he replied at the dispatch box, no, and sat down. The contempt with which these people are being treated by radical Israeli supporters is beyond. It's I've got no words. It's disgusting. And what frightens me is that, having screamed about it for over a decade, I know they want those people to die. They want them to be made an example of. They did it with the IRA. They will let freedom fighters, which is essentially, what they are. They're fighting for the freedom of the Palestinians.
Yeah.
Well, they're just fighting for them to stop being killed, which shouldn't be a big ask, but it's been criminalised, and it's so bad. Zara Sultana got to the hospital at like 3 a.m. or something. They called she went on the phone to everyone. She tried to get hold of Lammy. She rang the ambulance. She had the police there. The police were having to and fro between her and the prison.
Mm.
It was like watching America at Gitmo.
Yeah, right.
With the ICE people, it was that. And they held a peaceful demonstration. The police came. They arrested a psychiatric doctor who was doing nothing but being peaceful while black.
Yeah, right.
The only black person there, and they arrested him for hours. So they had a sit-in protest, so they wouldn't let the police take him away in the van, which elongated everything.
Nice.
Then while that's going on, I think it was about 3 p.m, they eventually called for an ambulance for this poor woman, who sounds like she's got a nasty kidney infection.
Well, the damage your body goes must... Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually your organs start eating themselves and you're toast.
Yeah, exactly. Your body starts shutting down. Yeah. Oh, it's just rough.
It's disgusting.
The thing that struck me about it is that there was a little bit of publicity because Zara Sultana went out there and stood at the jail and all that sort of stuff, and she drew the eyes a bit. Other than that, you wouldn't really know about it, I don't think.
About 45 MPs put a letter into...
Yeah. But it's not been publicised at all, really, widely at all. Not when you've got people like Nigel Farage chucking his toys out of his pram for not going to PMQ.
Tell me more about the free press.
Front page news, yeah, exactly. It's just shocking. Yeah, I know. It's a sad state of affairs.
What I would say is if you want to keep up with real news of things that's actually happening, I'm not saying they're the best news outlet in the world, but the Canary's worth a follow.
Canary's pretty good. They're obviously political leaning, but they're generally pretty decent. They have made some mistakes in the past, haven't they? But yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
It's only because I like them and I follow them and I support them.
They're good journalists and they write well.
My bar's like up here.
Yeah.
It's like
the Canary's. Yeah. The Canary's worth a read for sure for information like that, which you certainly don't.
Telling you what's really happening out in the world.
Exactly. You don't get in the Daily Mail or the Telegraph or, God forbid, GB News or Sky News or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's sad, and I hope she's all right. I saw that the ambulance had been called, but yeah, I mean, it's...
Not heard anything. Although, to be honest, I've not really been online today because I've been out.
Yeah.
But I did want to cover it because I meant to last week and we just got
it's good that we talk about it because a lot of people aren't, so...
Here's a news flash for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm double furious with everybody, obviously.
Go on.
My MP...
Oh, yeah.
Put out a tweet yesterday or the day before. She was going into renegotiations for council settlements, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fuming. In 2010, St Helens Council was getting 127 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
After Tory cuts, guess how many million a year we're getting now?
75 million.
13.
What? Seriously?
All those advocates of mine that have been cut? All that support I can't get?
127 down to 13. Oh, fucking hell.
It's literally on Twitter. I retweeted it. And what I'm more annoyed about, the woman.
Yeah.
I want to know why she hasn't been tweeting those numbers every day since it started happening.
Exactly. That's just not...
because they don't want people to know. Fuckers! So that happened.
No. That's shocking.
Yeah.
I'm
got
jumping around a bit.
two more little things, but I was hoping you could talk us through the newly announced foreign interference review because it's limited and specific. Limited and specific.
Yeah, I haven't really read through that completely yet, so I think we'll save that till... I mean, in fact, I'll read a bit tomorrow and we can have a chat about it on the live stream tomorrow night.
Oh, what a fun Christmas party thing to do. Yes, brilliant. Exactly. Great idea, Don. Thanks.
No, I'll have a read through of it because I'm not across that at the moment. So yeah, well, we'll come back to that one because we know the only thing I wrote about that was when it was announced. Is it Steve Reed? I think in the Commons and Richard Tice stood up and had a bit of another hissy fit, as let's say, about it shouldn't just be Russian interference. What about China? What about the Labour Party?
What about Israel?
Deflect. He did, yeah. Well, no, he didn't say Israel, obviously.
Well, Reid won't because he's fully paid up.
Well, so's Tice, and Reform.
Of course. Oh, they're all in the same club. They all drink in the same Trojan horse.
Tice had a complete paddy about it. Basically, so talking about, if I had it a minute ago, I think I've closed it down. I'll put a link into the video because it's worth watching, because he is sort of really animated about why it shouldn't just be Russia. I wonder why. But as you said before, I mean, the fact that they're leaving out the Brexit Russian interference is criminal.
That stinks.
It does stink to high heaven.
All the bullshit in all of the world. That stinks of I'll release the Epstein files.
Yeah, or the Russia report, which has already been done.
The what? Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it?
When they realised how deep it was, and then they gave up.
Yeah, I think that's basically what happened.
And then said, come and build us a studio in number 10, please.
I think that was China, to be fair. No, it wasn't. It was Russian.
No, it's Russia, yeah.
It was Russia, you're right. No, it was. Yeah.
I mean,
Boris Johnson's Russian mates. Yeah, no, we'll come back to that when I've read it properly, because it needs a bit more investigation. But the fact that they've left out Brexit is the headline, and that shouldn't be. It's just nonsense. It's ridiculous that they've not even going to look at that. But what can we do? So, Rachel McLean.
Oh, God.
Do you want to mention her? Or should we leave it because it's so annoying?
Well, no, I mean, I've got two other things to chat about, so. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, go on, because it's just, we're just documenting that this is relentless bullshit, ableist, and sick.
Yeah, let me just find what I put. I find my tweet.
Relentless disabled bashing.
So Rachel McLean, who was a Tory MP, she's not anymore, quote tweeted from the source of Helen Whately MP, who's often the source of this anti kind of benefit sentiment, the sort of bashing of disabled people and anyone that's claiming benefits. She's prime instigator. So Rachel McLean, who is a baroness now, Baroness McLean of Redditch, put out a tweet saying people on benefits should not be watching TV. It rots their brain and saps their motivation to get a job or contribute to society. What?
Imagine being one of her kids.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
This is 2020.
It's 2025. This is the sort of thing you would hear in like maybe the 80s, the 70s or 80s. It was one of those kind of
like all the racism, yeah.
Yeah, well, red top kind of, sun.
We're devolving.
Oh yeah, it is a bit like that, and I just don't get 33% of universal credit recipients are in work. What? So those people go to work, come home at night, not allowed to watch telly? No, because they claim benefits. People on disabilities, those who cannot work, definitely not allowed to use benefit, not allowed to watch the telly. It's just nonsense. I mean, what's she going to do? Like have a exploding remote control for people that are on benefits, so they're not allowed to turn their telly on?
Don't give them ideas. You know what them Z people are like, Christ.
Oh yeah, with their pages. But yeah, it's just. What did I say? I said one of the most willfully ignorant and rampantly judgmental posts I've ever read. And I get trolled by Nazis a lot of the time. A bit like?
It's a bit like what I said.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Not quite.
But it's just absolutely insane. Insane.
They are literally fucking insane. I don't know when we're going to start addressing this, but it's a problem.
It is a problem. It is a problem.
I noticed Jamie Driscoll joined the Green Party.
Oh yeah, he did. I'm not sure why I don't like him, but I know I don't like him. I can't remember why. Go on.
Well, you see, I've got a bit of personal beef with him. Well, I haven't got personal beef with him. I asked him a question once at a conference, and he just swerved it, and I find that very intellectually insulting.
Yeah, no, fair
Because,
enough.
I've got an ego like everyone else. But also, every time I've heard him talk, every time, it's all about, I've done this, I've done that, me
Okay.
this, me that. Not, I've got a great team behind me and we've achieved all of this. Never that. Me, I. And I'm just...
Raging narcissist.
So he started out at Labour, he's gone to your party, that's not working out the way he wants it, and now he's jumping on... You see, I just... If that is really his personality, I could be misjudging him, I don't know. I don't know. I've not seen enough of him. He's not like on our screens all the time.
No.
If he is like that, I don't think he's going to be a good bedfellow for the Greens. I hope I'm proven wrong.
Yeah,
we'll but he just...
watch this space on that one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just can't put my finger on why I don't like him, but there's something in the back of my mind that told me that he was involved in something that... Yeah.
Just to shit on what I've just said myself.
Fine.
But I really like Andrew Stein. What's his name?
Not sure.
Yeah, you do. The guy who's going to challenge Starmer's, Hoban and St Pancras.
Oh, yeah, you're asking the wrong person for a name here.
I actually quite like him, and he's a South African. And I've always found Monty Python to be quite accurate, but I actually do quite like him. So, I don't know, something about Jamie Driscoll I just can't take to right now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just trying to see if I could find it.
He just seems a bit career politician rather than good person doing the right thing.
A bit Wes Streeting rather than a bit Zach Polanski.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got two very distinct character figures there now, haven't we, to look at in politics? So, yeah, I just saw something just breaking news on the BBC. You know, the Kennedy Center, the sort of
Space
performing
place.
arts. No, not that place.
Come on. They sponsored lots of places
Because
they're so psychotically rich.
It's like the sort of home of performing arts in America, in Washington. And it's been called the Kennedy Performing Arts Center forever. But Trump has just announced that he's going to rename it to the Trump Kennedy Center. What a fucking knob. It's just unbelievable, the amount of narcissistic bullshit that guy comes up with. It was named after Kennedy for a reason, who was a big patron of the arts. Trump has got as much patronage of the arts as fucking this can of bloody Red Bull. Sorry, go on.
No, all I was going to say was he's also, the other week, on, I want to say Labor Day and Juneteenth, the national parks in America have free entry. And he's removed that and made it only for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. He's fucking off his rocker. Will somebody just do something?
In the White House, they've got... Did you see what...
Have you seen the Arc to Trump?
Oh, the Arc to Trump as well. Yeah, that's coming. Which he kept calling... What did he kept calling it? An arc of triumph. No, he kept calling it an arc of triumph. He said, we're going to build this amazing ark. It's going to be the best ark. Everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like Noah? Like a boat? And he meant arch.
That's what when I first heard Trump wanted to build an ark, I genuinely thought, brilliant. He's gone fully Tonto and he's going to build an ark on the White House lawn. This is it. We're here. We're done. But
finally.
No, it was a physical shape of an ark.
That's an arch. It's just an arch.
Oh, yeah. That would explain it, but they meant it in the French terminology, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Jesus H, these people.
I know. Did you see the thing that came out this morning or last night? That,
oh, God.
The wall of presidents in the White House. And it's like they've got a photograph picture of every president in this long wall in the White House gallery. And Trump's put what's it like, basically Truth Social posts on bronze plaques underneath each president. So he's written out this stuff, and it's like Sleepy Joe Biden under this president's Joe Biden's kind of official portrait on the White House wall, and he's annotated them with his in bronze plaque, and how Barack Hussein Obama wasn't a real American. Sleepy Joe Biden, the worst president. That's the title of it, under his official portrait on the White House wall. He's lost the plot. He's completely fucking
Do you
gone.
know what? Some days I feel like Samuel Pepys, and I feel like I need to go and buy some cheese to bury.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck is this?
I know. It's mental, isn't it? It's just craziness.
But it can't be allowed to stand.
He just does what he wants, and he gets away. Everyone just goes, "Yay for Trump!" Yeah. Apart from when the one thing that he's done that I think has only been supported by a couple of people was his post about Rob Reiner and the disgusting, gruesome post he put out about Rob Reiner and his wife. It's horrendous. Only Laura Loomer supported it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Not even the House Republicans did.
The Megyn Kelly show has a phone in, and she wasn't actually in the seat herself. It was the girl who does The Hill, whose name escapes me.
Oh, well, yeah.
But she's a lefty. And she did a phone in, and like 4 female Trump supporters rang in and said, I voted for him, he's my president, and I love him for that, but I am disgusted with what he did over that.
Yeah, he crossed the line with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person I think I saw come out...
But then he doubled down?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, give me strength.
Yeah. Yeah. Terrorhawk lookalike Laura Loomer was the only person I saw that supported it. So
that's an insult to Zelda.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Terrorhawks and Zelda from Terrorhawks.
She looks like somebody got Frank Sidebottom and blew him up.
That's exactly what she looks like. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. So maybe we should wrap it up on that because that's quite funny unless you've got something else. Just looking at
the employment bill went through, didn't it?
Oh, it did go through this.
Do you know when it kicks in?
No. Again,
soon.
It went through yesterday. Yeah. Soon for anything in the government seems to be 2027 at the moment. Everything they release is coming soon in 2027.
So we're not in any hurry to appraise it then?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. As long as we're not doing our listeners a disservice.
No, I think it's a good thing. There's some good stuff in it, but I need to read it properly before I can really make any comment on it.
The one who can take things in with his brain needs to read it.
Oh, no!
I feel like toast.
I just looked at my notes. There's 2 little things I just wanted to finish up on. If you're done on your stuff,
yeah.
Firstly, Jess Gill again, because she put a post on Twitter, and she said on Twitter the other day, "Oh, it's gone up there. Why has it gone up there? What was that?"
It's me being rude.
She said, "I genuinely hate what London's become. It's so unsafe and woke." And I said to Jess,
"You can't be both.
That's what I said.
Lane, girl."
I said, Jess, if it's as
So does woke mean violent now? Make your mind up.
I said to Jess, if it's as woke as you imagine, then it most certainly isn't safe. Us wokies are the epitomes of kindness and respect, Jess. I said, you can't have it both ways. You're never going to get mugged by a vegan. So...
Oh, God. Nearly killed my laptop then, spitting coke on it.
Sorry. Oh, she's just such a mess of contradiction, that woman. Young girl.
Do you know what, though? How much of it is, like...
Put on.
Where we have self-respect and shame, they have, like, a target of annoying people because ka-ching! Now, how they sleep at night?
She put out. I just get her in my feed all the time because I've interacted with her a couple of times, and that's how Twitter works. Do you not think it's
just rage baiting?
Oh yeah. Well, I was about to say she put out a post last week or the week before saying it was a video of her when she used to be in her Labour days, in inverted commas, and she used to be a Labour supporter, and she used to be an activist for Labour when she was 16 or 17. And she said, "I can't believe how much I've changed in a year." So yeah, it is paid for.
So have Labour.
But yeah, true. Yeah, she should have gone with them. They're a bit more like that. And then, right, the last thing I wanted to say, because we mentioned it in the week on text, is someone who we didn't mention in our thank yous last week.
But my brain remembered a thing that we'd forgotten that I hadn't even realised we'd forgotten. I don't know what happened.
I know.
But
So
Oh no, I sent you a list of names too.
you
We're
did.
both responsible.
No, yeah, absolutely. No,
We're
so
very ashamed.
For the second week in a row, we're issuing an official pod apology. This week we left off a really important person. I genuinely mean that, from our list of thank yous that came on the pod last months. So Carol Hedges, she came and chatted to us
We're
about
awful sorry, Carol.
Yeah, cancer.
Maybe it's because we see her every day, so she's
just.
Do you know
we
what I
talked
mean?
to her a lot. Yeah. So sorry, Carol, but a huge
It's a
thank you,
backhanded
Carol.
compliment in a way.
Yes, exactly.
We love you.
We do. Thank you, Carol, so much for coming to see us. So yeah, that was it.
And please come back soon. Ideally
Yeah,
tomorrow.
please come back. Yeah, come and watch us on the live stream. So yeah, so let's finish up and say what's happening tomorrow.
Oh, go on then.
Festive live stream.
Yay!
So tomorrow evening, which will be Friday the 19th of December at 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I should say that because we've got lots of international viewers and listeners now.
Oh,
yeah. I've been
we'll have to,
careful to put that out.
Right.
So,
I've got that on my noggin.
Don't slag off Romania or New Zealand or Saudi Arabia. We've got quite a few listeners in Saudi Arabia. So yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
Anyone got a spare room in a hotel swimming pool?
Maybe it's Aunt Middleton.
Please?
Oh no, that's Dubai.
Yeah. Oh, I'm never going to Dubai.
No, no. Not after Charlie Mullins has now moved there as well.
Well, it's just full of shitheads, isn't it?
Yeah, Aunt Middleton, Charlie Mullins and Isabel Oakeshott. Wow.
All the worst people in the world have gone to Dubai.
They really have. Anyway,
not much
so
warmonger, but
yeah. Tomorrow night, Friday night at 9 p.m, we're going to do our very first live stream. Fingers crossed it works.
It's going to be fine.
It will work because I accidentally started broadcasting live just before we started this. I didn't mean to, but it definitely connected to YouTube and started broadcasting, so I think we'll be good. And we might try and get it across to Twitter if it works as well.
That would be
But yeah, 9 p.m. tomorrow night, Friday the 19th, live stream. Come and join us, chat to us, have a drink,
and
get your Christmas party hats on.
Oh, and don't forget to hit the share, review thing buttons. You probably know it works better than I do, guys, because, you know.
Do that, please. So let's finish up.
Yeah?
Yeah, good.
So until then, get your drinky ready.
Yes.
Don will have a little secret Santa present to open.
I know. Yes, which I've wildly missed up between Sal and I. But
I hope you're very excited.
Yeah, I am.
I am.
Sure.
I, for one, am very excited to see you open them. And Don, your secret Santa, Don.
Yeah. Right. On that note,
yes,
bombshell, we shall wrap it up.
Have a great
for
weekend.
This episode. Have a lovely weekend, and if we don't see you before, we'll see you tomorrow night for our live stream.
Which is actually probably going to be now by the time this.
I'll get both of these out hopefully in the morning.
If you missed it, it'll be on as a separate record.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Yeah, it'll be on YouTube.
But we have been spamming social media, so.
Yeah, so hopefully we get a few people watching. If
Fingers
not,
crossed.
Sal and I'll just be rabbiting, having a drink. So
yeah, if you like that.
Yeah. Right, let's knock it off.
All right.
Speak to you all soon. Thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.